everyone. Bravo Breakdown is back to recap Season 1, Episode 10 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. This episode is titled Fools Rush In. So, Episode 10 starts off fresh from the ride from hell, aka the Alicia versus Liz feud regarding the use of the word homeless. They are the first to arrive to Rich's performance. They go sit down and order some drinks. Joellen asks Liz if she's okay, and Liz kind of mocks her, like, "Oh, you worried?" She says it's fake and phony, saying Joellen previously agreed with Liz on the use of the word homeless. Joellen then reaches out and touches Liz's hand, saying everything is fine. And this gets Liz even angrier, saying, "Get your hands off me." Then Ashley arrives and can feel the tension immediately and says, "Are we okay?" Ashley can definitely tell something has happened. Then a girl, Monique, who we have never met, shows up. We learn that she is also connected to the ladies, of course. Alicia says she has known her for 20 years and that Rosie is also best friends with Monique. Then Rosie shows up with Rich and the performance begins for Sinatra Sunday. Wow, Rich has a great voice. He did a great job. I would totally enjoy going to a show like that. But back at the Housewives table, Liz is exchanging more words with Alicia. This homeless thing will just not stop. Liz then says, once again, "I am the monster." Alicia is still really visibly upset about this, though. She is actively crying at the table over this. Liz then excuses herself for a cigarette, and Rosie follows her outside. Liz tells her she doesn't appreciate Joellen trying to play mediator. They start to exchange words. Joellen sticks up for Alicia, saying she felt hurt. She has effed up shit that happened. Everyone has. And then Liz gets very animated in her face and says, "Dolly was never homeless." I've never seen something like that. They're in each other's space. Too close for me. Liz says, "Get the fuck out of my face," and turns to walk away. Then Joellen runs up on her and says, "What did I do?" Liz says she's a disingenuous mother effer. Joellen says, "You're looking for a fight." She says, "Well, you want to fuck with me? I'm ready." And this drama just continues during one of Rich's ballads, "'Cause I can't help falling in love with you." Too funny. Um, the feud between Liz and Joellen is now on 10. I was actually nervous waiting to see if this turned physical because Liz did touch her hair. I mean, like, kind of wanting to pull on it, she did touch it. Then Joellen goes, "Knock it the fuck off." Then Liz pushed her chair away from her, was getting in her ear. Like, it was insane. Alicia kept saying, "Liz, you gotta stop." Joellen then left early. Rosie ends it with, "But look how amazing Rich is at singing." This was intense. You can tell the ladies are very passionate about their side. So we'll get more into that. So now we are panning over to a dinner Alicia's family is having for Selena at Twin Oaks Restaurant. They are celebrating her big win. She has a huge trophy. She won a national dance title. Alicia compares this to a Miss America for the dance world. She then, here we are, brings up the homeless comment to her family, saying about the ongoing issue with Liz. Alicia's mom now feels insulted by disrespecting Alicia's feelings. Alicia feels embarrassed by Liz, feels she was calling her a liar. And then her family just says she's jealous of you because you have a perfect life. Alicia disagrees, saying her life is not perfect and she's still not married. And she also wants a proper proposal. But I love that Alicia's family really rallied around her and validated basically everything that she's been saying. Her mom basically validated, like, yes, we were homeless. So that should be all that matters. As long as your family understands and it's personal to you, then, but that's not how it goes. This is Housewives. So what am I saying? Okay. Pan over to Dolores's summer rental. Okay, Dolo. Love that. Liz comes over with some yummy looking treats and coffee. Then Kelsey comes over. Kelsey opens up with Joellen texting her during Rich's performance and then asks the ladies what happened. Liz said she again told Alicia she was never homeless. She feels upset that Joellen took the role of mediator because she feels like she needs to be in the middle of everything. Liz feels Joellen is disingenuous. Kelsey says Joellen just wants to be liked by everyone. Dolores says Alicia can be not very strong minded, but eventually she may come to her senses and suggested to Liz that's who you should reach out to because you obviously have a history with this person. We then pan over to a beach day with Rich's family and Rosie. They just seem like such nice people. She says her father-in-law thinks she's the biggest star in the world. They start to put pressure on them about the kids. Rosie is 34 and Rich is 43. So they do still have time. But Rosie is honest in front of everyone. It was never my plan to have kids. Although her in-laws say you would be a great mom. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna, stay true to themselves, and I hope they do what they wanna do. So they'll figure this out. Then we pan over to Ashley. She's at Audrey's with Jared. They are trying some new drinks to spruce up the menu to bring in new business. Those drinks did look really good. I wonder if they have, obviously they have coffees and teas and things, but I wonder if they have like a mocktail selection in addition to their alcoholic drinks. I love a blue drink. I love putting the Starburst blue raspberry packets in lemonade. It's so good. And I just love a blue drink. Okay. So then we pan over to Joellen coming over to Kelsey's apartment. They're having a little painting party. We learn Kelsey has actually won awards in school for painting. She's been painting her whole life. Okay, so yeah, she's going to be able to make money. I'm not worried about her. She does hair, makeup. She's on reality TV. She's a painter. She's going to be able to figure this out. Joellen then starts to tell Kelsey about the whole Liz Alicia fight. Joellen doesn't want to fight with Liz and calls her a best friend. She said it was aggressive and hurtful berating her in public. Joellen then says, Kelsey, I don't want you to pick sides, but where do you stand in all this? Kelsey said, hey, you did nothing wrong by consoling Alicia. But listen, I don't want any shit with Liz. Joellen thinks Kelsey is afraid of Liz. They then reveal each other's artwork they've been working on, and Kelsey's is this beautiful sunset. And Joellen's is a pig with sunglasses and pearls with slam pig real big on the top of it. I love it. And they all laugh. Kelsey thought it was really funny. So cute. So then we pan over to Rula having dinner with Liz by the water. Rula says, Alicia did tell me things got rocky with the both of you, but wants to hear her side. Liz felt on the defense because she was bamboozled on the trip to Boston because Joellen was trying to be a mediator. Liz says she is doubting Joellen's authenticity, saying she felt this way from the beginning. Rula again feels validated about her feelings for Joellen. Rula suggests Joellen go fix her own family and leave hers alone, then dropping a juicy detail that Joellen is guilty of what she is accusing Brian of doing. Okay, so I'd like to see these receipts. I'm sure there'll be more to come on this. This was a very quick little drop, and then we're panning away from this scene. So this is gonna come up again. So then we're panning over. Kelsey and Billy are working out. Billy's Chiron now says Kelsey's only boyfriend. Yay, Billy! Kelsey does say Bill took on her gym membership. Nice. Nice, Bill. The trainer asks if they are official, puts him on the spot. Billy says, of course. But Kelsey said they never had the official conversation. Billy said it's been worth the wait. Then Kelsey says that Billy was celibate for a year waiting for her. What? While she was in the mansion with the other man? This is nuts. I need more. um, Billy wants Kelsey to get rid of the car. He doesn't want her to have any ties to her ex. Kelsey said her ex pays for her health insurance because she had a brain tumor and she needs 2 MRIs per year and needs good health insurance. Billy said he respects her ex, not wanting her to struggle, but the line has to get drawn and he doesn't foresee the need for him to continue to pay. Kelsey still seems to want to accept his gifts, though. So we shall see. I think Bill kind of needs to propose. I feel that's the way the line's going to be drawn. If that's your girl, Bill, grab her, and I feel like everything will fall into place. Pan over to Joellen, meeting up with Liz at a restaurant. Okay. Joellen wants an apology, but doesn't think she's going to get it. Starts off civil. Of course, Liz wants an apology, too, but doesn't expect it. Then it starts pouring down rain. The girls are sitting outside, so it's just indicative of the way that this conversation goes. Liz says she is not going back to the homeless thing and explains, but she does take offense to her taking a peacemaker role, saying it was one-sided toward Alicia's feelings. Joellen says, "You were going at her hard. You were mean." Liz says, "There's a part of you that likes to escalate things." Joellen says, "What did I do? I look at you as one of my best friends." Liz says, "We were never best friends." Joellen then says, "When my grandfather was dying, she was the first phone call. So this is heartbreaking and disgusting for her." Liz says, "You're fake." Joellen said, "You were aggressive. You were pulling my hair, moving my chair." Liz gets upset, says, "You are the effing devil, and there is something so effed up about you." Says, "Oh, it's getting kind of late. I gotta go." The minute she said you put my hands on her, set her off. She's done. She left. She's really upset about that. She's very passionate. Liz is extremely passionate. Yikes. Now I am really beginning to see the sides here. Who is versus who? This episode closes with no resolution, but with a friendship in ruins and a cast bracing for the next explosion. What side are you on with the homeless comment? Liz or Alicia? I tend to find myself sympathizing more with Alicia. If she says she was homeless, I believe her. I mean, this episode also swayed me more on Alicia's side because of the dinner with her family. Her mom saying how insulted she was that Liz was having this kind of reaction. However, this is the Libra in me. I see both sides. I do see where Liz is coming from because traditionally, if someone says, I'm homeless, generally people think sleeping outside in a tent, maybe they're at a shelter of some sort. So, Liz knowing that Alicia has this big, beautiful family and that none of them would ever let them go without a roof over their heads, she can't entertain being homeless. It feels like Alicia is more emotions based and Liz is more fact based, like black and white. You were not homeless, you were living with your family. And I don't know about Joellen yet. I'm just waiting to see what happens with her. Well, that's it for this Bravo breakdown on Just Saying. Thank you for listening and stay tuned as I continue recapping season 1 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. What do you think of this new franchise? Send me a message, leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my new YouTube channel. Bye.